welcome to Dundrolls Podcast. I'm your host Justin. Today we're reviewing the second Digimon Tri movie, Determination, which is the second out of 7 Digimon movies that came out around like 2015, 2016. This came out in 2016, right? And it's a direct sequel to the first Digimon Tri movie, which I totally just forgot the name. But I already did a review for that. If you haven't seen it, you can find it in my anime reviews playlist, right? So I got the DVD here, alright? And this movie kind of is a lot like the first one, where you have our characters, the Digidestined, living their, teenage high school lives while juggling their duties as the Digidestined, right? Which this movie takes takes place like right after the first one, right? Our Digidestined decide to throw a party for their new member of the Digidestined team, Mako and Makumon, which is the cat Digimon, right? There's Maku and Makumon, which is so dumb, right? And I don't know why, but when they have screenshots here, and these are screenshots from the first movie. Why are they on the back of the DVD of the second movie? I don't know who made that mistake. Oh, here, I guess it was just on the sleeve. Here you can see actual screenshots from the movie, right? Where you get to see Palmon and Makumon in disguises, right? Yeah. So yeah, the movie starts off with you get to see Leomon and Ogremon again. Ogremon got infected with the virus, right? And is rampaging in a Digimon nursery, where I think you saw Alekmon defending like one Digi-Egg, because like Ogremon destroyed the other Digi-Eggs in this nursery, which was really dark. But Leomon shows up and stops him. So what happens is Ogremon goes to the digital human world, right, and rampages, right. Our characters, Mimi and Maku, and their Digimon fight the Ogremon, but end up accidentally attacking a news helicopter that was. Well, the news helicopter got caught in the line of fire. They weren't intentionally trying to hit it, right? And that bums out Mimi, right? Which Mimi, this movie is mostly follows Mimi and Joe Kudo, who Joe Kudo is using his college exams as an excuse to not help out with the Digidestined, right? Because he's a coward, or it's not implied if he's necessarily a coward, or he's sick of him having to put his life on hold for random Digidestined stuff, which it's the thing where he was so cool in Digimon Adventure 2 that they just rewrote his character growth from that series, right? But yeah, what ends up happening is there's a school festival going on, and that's where the finale of the movie takes place, where Maku gets kidnapped by Ken, who's dressed up kind of like his Digimon Emperor days, or Dark Emperor days, whatever he was called in Digimon Adventure 2 when he was the villain, right? And has evil Imperial Dramon, right? So what ends up happening is Palmon and Gomamon go into this portal into the Digimon world, which closes behind them. So they're they're the only ones, besides from Leomon, that's there, that can save Meikumon. So what ends up happening is they both Gomamon and Rosemon or Palmon digivolve into their mega forms, which were never in the show, but were in the games. Because there's like PS1 games and PS1 games where you can get Rosemon and Vikemon, right? So it's like, though I'm more of a fan of like the Goemon's ultimate form, which is Zudomon, right? Right. So like I don't know, I enjoyed this movie. I thought the movie was a little boring, right? Matt and Ty are still not talking to each other after what happened at the end of the first movie, right? Where like their Omnimon Digivolve collapsed, and Matt blames Ty for that, even though they won that battle, right? So and what I'm not gonna spoil like the very end of the movie, but like something really dark happens, right? Where a character, well, I'll just say it, like spoiler alert, Leomon gets killed again. This time by Meikumon, which there were scenes where Meikumon was flirting with Leomon, and I thought that was really weird, because Meikumon looks like a tiny cat, and Leomon's this, like, lion humanoid, so I thought that was fucking creepy, right? And apparently, like, Mikumon's, like Meiku says, like, Meikumon is a boy, but, like, other people say she's a girl, so it's, like, not even clear what her gender is. Which, like, Meikumon apparently is a champion level, like, Gatomon, which is, like, what the fuck? Because, like, you see her fight, like, against, like, Ogremon, and, like, they just get wiped. Her and, like, what's it called? What's the cactus Digimon called? Oh my god. And I just watched the film too. Togemon, yes. Togemon and like Meikumon get wiped out. But then again, they said like the infected Digimon were stronger than their levels, right? So like yeah, even though Ogremon was a champion, he's stronger because he's like he's infected with the virus, right? Didn't they say that in the first movie? It's been a while since I watched the first movie, right? So overall, I thought the ending of the climax of this movie kind of saved it from being kind of like boring, because it kind of turns like this movie. I think like Kevin Street mentioned this in one of his reviews, that like the Digimon Tri movies are basically like high school dramas with the occasional like Digimon battle, right? But like I don't know, it's still that's what this is, but the finale kind of saved it. But there are points in the movie where the animation, they just show screenshots, like still images, right? So it's like, what the fuck was that? But overall, I did enjoy the movie. It was nice to see. I liked the interactions with our Digimon and their human tamers, and the Digimon are super cute, and I love how they like hang out, have fun with each other, right? And it was the scene where they're at the school festival, and they're trying to get like food, and they come up with a plan to like enter a costume contest so they can get free food. I really enjoyed that scene, even though it's clearly they would have to be toddlers to be in like those costumes or whatever, because they're trying to pass off they're in costumes, which is like whatever. I don't know. I thought I enjoyed the movie and I would recommend it, right? So well, what's going to happen for the next review? We're going to be reviewing the Gundam Wing Endless Waltz movie for New Year's, for our New Year's special. Then after that, we might take a little break from reviewing movies, so I can like catch up on some 2021 movies, so I can do like a top 10 or top 5 list. It'll probably be a top 5 list. best and worst of 2021. Which there's like a bunch of movies I'm not going to that aren't going to be on the list because I haven't seen them. Like the new Spider-Man movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife, but which I don't think I would have enjoyed Ghostbusters Afterlife. Maybe Spider-Man like No Way Home or whatever. I would have enjoyed that. But like yeah, the Ghostbusters Afterlife. From what I heard from the spoiler reviews, I probably wouldn't have liked that film. But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, so like that's why we're gonna take a little bit of a break. Alright, so I can like binge watch a bunch of 2021 movies. So if there's any 2021 movies you guys want me to watch before I do my best and worst movies of the year, let me know in the comments, and if I can find them, like I'll watch them. But they can't be like recent, like still in theaters movies, right? Alright guys, that's it.